Speech pitch by Iska Sak.
Hi there, and welcome to Speech Pitch by Iskasak. I'm Priyanshi, and today I have with me Yaroslav Getman, who is a PhD student in Aalto University. Yaroslav, could you please introduce yourself for our audience?
So, hi, I'm Yaroslav. Thank you very much for inviting me to the podcast. I am a PhD student at Aalto University, Finland, and my research topic focuses on self-supervised learning in speech tasks. So, in the beginning of my PhD, I was focusing on analyzing efficient use of self-supervised models, then started developing the own pre-trained foundation models for underrepresented languages. As many of you may be aware, most self-supervised foundation models only trained on English or in multilingual fashion, while most languages are lacking proper foundation models. So one of the aims of my PhD is to fill this gap for several underrepresented languages. Lastly, I am exploring model interpretability to understand which parts of the network are the most important when doing certain downstream tasks. And this is actually the topic of my work I presented today in the Interspeech.
Thanks, Yaroslav, for the description. You mentioned that your poster was also presented today. Could you tell us a bit about your experience as a presenter for your poster today? What was it about? What did you like, and what were the challenges as a presenter?
Yeah, sure. So my presentation was in the very first session of this Interspeech. It was a standard poster session, and I was positively impressed about the organization of this session. Apart from last experiences, when rooms are overcrowded and you need to shout for a couple of hours the same things over and over again, this time it was kind of more balanced, and you could speak more quietly, and it wasn't that overcrowded this time due to more spacious room. And yes, today I presented my work on model interpretability of speech foundation models and introduced a novel metric for analyzing the internal capabilities of foundation models, which indicates if the model is over-specialized for a specific task, or is it too big or too small for a specific downstream.
Thanks. I was also curious, you've presented or you've been at Interspeech before. Have you ever found collaborators or people who were doing very similar research to you, or you could possibly pursue some sort of a collaboration with them? Did that ever happen? Or
not necessarily a collaboration, but rather exchanging interesting ideas and networking in general, which is a crucial part of PhD.
How are you finding, given it's just first day of Interspeech, how are you finding the first day so far? And do you plan to attend all of the rest of the days in Interspeech today?
Actually, I was lucky this year, so I had my presentation at the very first day and very first session of the conference. So now I can relax and explore all the sessions without the need to stand in front of my poster.
Yeah, coming back to the research interest and your current research that you're pursuing, could you tell us a bit more about what you had in mind while you were pursuing these threads about using semi-supervised techniques for the underrepresented language? You can even specify which language and what kind of impact it had, and what kind of future threads do you think you might pursue, and just more information in general about these things?
Sure. At the very beginning of my PhD, initially I was not planning to implement any large-scale models for underrepresented languages, mostly due to the lack of available data, but was mostly interested in leveraging existing models on their efficient use. But now, towards the end of my PhD, I actually managed to build several foundations for underrepresented languages, such as Northern Sami, which only has 20,000 speakers in the world.
That's interesting, Yaroslav. I think because of the research of people who do research in the similar areas as you, I think that makes tech for people who are speaking endangered languages also more accessible, and they can use information better and have more access to it because of the speech tech that people like you develop. So thank you.
Yes, I believe it brings lots of practical values.
Oh yeah, are there any things that you want to implement in future?
I am in my last year of PhD, so I need to start focusing on my PhD thesis.
That's fair. Well, all the best for your PhD thesis, and I hope you have a good rest of the conference in Interspeech and a good evening. And thanks for tuning in for this bonus episode. We might be interviewing your favorite speech researchers in the future, so be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also follow the ISKA-SAC on X and LinkedIn to stay updated. Until next time, have fun.
Speech pitch by ISKA-SAC.